Hey, good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to the 446 Sports NDI Heating and Cooling Game of the Week. This is a special edition Game of the Week. Normally, we have this one on Tuesday nights, but here we are rocking this Thursday night on the Hill. It is the visiting Plainview Hornets coming into the Hill to face the Oak Hill Lady Rams and Rams. JV action just finishing up. We'll have the starting lineups for you here in just a moment, and then we'll turn things over to the public address announcer. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, and we are delighted to bring you the action tonight, and this one should be a great one. Starting lineups for Coach Reagan LaFauci and the Plainview High School Lady Hornets. Number 24, Lillian Young. At number 11, Carly Perkins. Number 4, Abigail Johnson. Number 25, Aislinn Stanley. And number 3, Skylie Martin. For the Oak Hill Lady Rams, senior number 24, Lainey Johnson. Also a senior, and boy, these young ladies, we've seen them grow up in front of our eyes here. Senior number 34, Amaya Courts. Junior number 10, Maddie Danzy gets the start. Sophomore, Roz Ducey. Number 33, well, there. And freshman Boogie Johnson as well will get the start. Jocelyn Johnson, but anybody that calls her that here doesn't know who she is. That is Boogie. We'll see Kari Jordan, who will be out there. We'll see, goodness, there are a number of these young ladies as Coach Casey West likes to rotate her players in through the game. Again, Doug Gann alongside of our production guy, Nick Morrow. Nick in the house with us. Learning a lot there. We're proud to be part of an intern program, getting a student from Louisiana Christian University on board with us helping out. And we are brought to you tonight by NDI Heating and Cooling for all of your HVAC needs. Check them out, NDI LLC. Give them a call, 318-451-4107. Estimates, no charge to you. Cleaning can prevent a lot of damage on there. Let's go courtside for our starting lineups, invocation and prayer.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oak Hill versus Plainview matchup. The Lady Rams would like to thank all their sponsors and platinum sponsors, Mr. Paul and Scooty Turner. At this time, will everyone stand and move your caps for the prayer and the national anthem? Everybody bow your heads, close your eyes. Father God, we come to you, we thank you. God, we thank you for who you are. God, we thank you for this game of basketball to be able to play. God, I pray for no injuries on both sides, safe travels to both teams and all the fans. May we glorify you by our play, God, our words and our actions. And God, we thank you.
At this time, I'd like for today, we lay to rest one of our number one fans, Mr. Buster Buxton, a man that loves ring basketball in this community. We would like to have a moment of silence to honor him at this time.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to introduce the starting lineups. First is the visiting team. 8th grade, number 25, Ace Stan. 8th grade, number 4, Abigail Johnson. Freshman, number 3, Skylar Martin. Sophomore, number 11, Charlie Perkins. Senior, number 24, Lily Young. Head coach, assistant coach, Coach Green, Coach Ward, and Coach Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to introduce your O'Neill Lady Red. Crush number 3, Jocelyn Johnson. Sophomore, number 33, Robinson Junior, number 10, Maddie Nancy. Senior, number 24, Lady Johnson. Senior, number 34, Abaya Booz. Head coach, Coach West. Assistant coach, Coach Willis, Coach Manning. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. We are up here, Lady Red.
There you have our invocation, national anthem, and starting lineups, and excited about being back on the hill. Hope to speak with Coach Nate McGee at halftime of the girls' games. We'll have him up and visit with him momentarily, talk about his season, what's going on with them, and what to expect tonight and throughout the rest of this. Starting lineups you heard earlier. It is Johnson, Courts, Danzy, Ducey, and Johnson on the floor for the Lady Rams. It is Young, Perkins, Johnson, Stanley, and Martin that will get things going for the Lady Hornets. Lainey Johnson set to jump center there. She will go against Aislinn Stanley. Tip is up, and we're underway, and it is off and going for the Lady Rams in this one. Courts has it. They're swinging it around. Danzy now inside to Ducey. Gives it back, and that'll be a held ball on the floor. Possession error goes over to Plainview in this one. Coach Reagan LaFauci and her Plainview Lady Hornets set to take on Oak Hill, and the Lady Rams in this one up at the top of the key. That is Johnson who gets it around. They kick it back outside. Good ball movement there. That is Lillian Young that gets it back offside to Perkins. Perkins now receives it back. Good pressure out front by Danzy, and you'll see that from her throughout. She will stay on you in that man defense. Presses it all the way out to the top, does Danzy on Johnson, and that's going to be it over and back, forced by Maddie, and that's what you'll see a lot out of her. This pressure is something that you're used to if you followed Oak Hill for any amount of time. Ball is inbounds, and we are set and off and going here. Early on in this one, no score. Still working it inside. Ducey gets that one up. She's going to go to the free throw line, and she'll shoot two. Actually, they look like they call a travel prior to the foul. They'll work the ball in. As the far side going to find the line, they whistle the foul on, they're going to call Amaya Courts with her first personal foul. First team. So Amaya Courts gets whistled on the far side right in front of the kiddos that are sitting there. And it will stay with the Lady Hornets. Perkins has it up top, high dribble, but Danzy right on her again. Turn around, and good work to the near side by Boogie, getting that one pushed all the way to the bag, but able to control it are the Lady Hornets. They've not really had a good look near travel there, working the ball inside. There's a shot that's up, and it's no good. Rebound controlled by Laney. She'll pull that down and drag that foot. It doesn't go anywhere. It gets it back to Roz, and Roz will get it over in the front court pretty quickly. Across to Maya Court. She'll launch that from downtown. Back iron, no good. Team defensive rebound. Good pressure. Again, that's just a staple. There's a carry. Danzy's going to get that off out front to Courts. Courts will try to go off the backboard. Has to get her own rebound. She'll go up, and the first basket is there and give that to Amaya Courts. So off the Danzy turnover there, or steal. That's going to be to the near side, out of bounds it goes. Early on, you see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, 2-0. Oak Hill leading this one. Oak Hill won this game earlier in the season. Timeout is whistled on the floor. We'll keep it right here. Back here, first charge time out to the Lady Hornets, and there's another steal. Johnson takes that one away, gets it back up to Amaya. Amaya's going to work inside, was looking for Boogie, but unable to control that. There were a couple Lady Hornets that were right there. Perkins now down the floor she goes. Carly gives it up. Good ball movement. There's a three that is launched. Laney pulls that rebound down. It was up from Stanley and no good. And they'll go back the other way. Quickly down the floor, it comes to the near side. Back up top, Ducey will take her first shot at it from downtown, and that one is good. Roz Ducey gets the three. That is the first three of the night. First one attempted. And that was just a beautiful shot from the sophomore, trying for the equalizer the other way. And right back at you, says Lily, and I can go get that one. And that is the first basket of the night for Plainview. And, boy, we're firing away from downtown. Rebound controlled by Plainview and off and going. Here's another three that is up, and it's good. Up and launched and no good. Able to chase her own rebound. Down was Young. Spun around there, and Coach LaFauci wanting her to shoot. That one was off the mark by Stanley. And a couple of subs getting ready to come in. Emma Wiggins is set to come in, as well as looks like Mackenzie Lansdale, the freshman, will make her way in. Wiggins, just the seventh grader. There's a basket. Its shot is up, and it's no good from Johnson. It's controlled out. The rebound is by Martin, and quickly they'll push. Getting in and taking the charge. Boy, that is tremendous, tremendous work to set up down there by Maddie Danzy, and we've seen her do that a number of times. And that, in fact, will get Wiggins and Lansdale. Mackenzie Lansdale will check in. 5-3 early in this one. We're halfway home. There's a shot from Lansdale just right in. Thank you very much. That three is up there, and it is good. Mackenzie Lansdale gets that one to fall. Now to a 5-point lead here are the Lady Rams. jumping into the lane and knocking that away right into the hands of Wiggins. Wiggins, good-looking ball handler from the left side, gets that over to Courts, who wasn't ready for it. Back up top it goes. Now looking for the corner and Lansdale. Wiggins just a 7th grader, but is doing damage out there already. Laney gets her own rebound, rolls it across the top of the board. No good, and it will go over to the Laney Hornets from Plainview. Having some focus issues out of our camera. I think at halftime we'll probably switch that one out for you. And to the near side it goes, and Plainview looking to get something going. That shot is up, and it is good. Just a 2. Two-pointer is up and good from Skyly Martin. Her first basket of the evening. Wiggins now has it cleared up at the top. She'll find Johnson to the far side. Back up top. There's Amaya. She'll launch. She gets it. Amaya Courts from downtown. She's got 5. Trying to go back the other way. Shot up and no good. Laney able to pull down the board once again. Gets it out into the front court. Crosses over to Amaya. Back to Lansdale. She'll try for her second 3. Too strong. Back iron. And there's going to be a foul whistled there. And they're going to call that on Martin. That is her first. Kylie Martin picks up her first personal foul. And I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports alongside of Nick Morrow. Delighted to have you here. 2.5 to go here in quarter number 1. Rapidly moving first period, 11-5. Courts tries to drive into the lane right about where the O and the H are in the lane, and to no avail. Over to the near side it goes, now spun around. Good pressure once again. Oh, that one from Roz knocks it away. Now Wiggins has it. Wiggins will pull up, gets the ball over to Courts. Will stop, pop, throw the 3, and it is good from downtown. Amaya Courts has her second 3-pointer. She's got 8 on the day, and it's a 14-5 lead as the clock rolls down under 2 minutes. Long range 3 back the other way. It is up, and it is good. And, well, the pace has picked up in this one. That 3 was by Aislinn Stanley. Minute 37 remain here in quarter number 1. Basket up, rolls around, and no good. First free throw up and no good. That's 2 fouls. That one rolls around and is no good either. Rebound controlled down low by Lillian Young, and she gets into the front court quickly. Kicks it back. There's a long-range 3 that's up, and it's no good. Dangerous pass in the middle, but it is controlled. That's Abigail Johnson, who was unable to get that, and the rebound comes all the way out top to Young. Boogie set to check back in. She's waiting till the next buzzer. We don't know if she'll get there before the end of the first period, as it's under 45 seconds. She will. There is a dead ball. 43 seconds remain here. Boogie makes her way back in, and she'll swap spaces with Laney Johnson. Send that is Lansdale that will go to the free throw line. Bangs around out of there and no good. Mackenzie Lansdowne, the freshman. Expect a lot out of her this year. I've always had a pretty good player in the middle. And Lansdale looks to get back into that spot. A shot up and it's no good. Inside set to go with 24 seconds to go. Shot from the top of the key or thereabouts, no good. Boogie pulls the rebound down. Wiggins will come around and get it. Emma's got it now, knowing she's got to go quickly with 11 and 10 and 9 remaining on the clock. Amaya's got it spun over. Lansdale thought about the three, and she's going to get whistled for the travel with 4 seconds remaining in this. Halftime, we'll go and switch cameras and see if that fixes that issue that's going on with the focus part of it. 2 and 1, and that's going to do it for the first period of play. 14-8. Lady Rams lead this one. Action underway in the second. Shot up, and it's no good there.
3-1.
Going to whistle Boogie for her first personal foul. Jocelyn Johnson gets that one set to inbounds. Lady Hornets, and they're facing that full court pressure that has been a staple of this Lady Rams team. Court's trying to get the score off of there. Johnson swinging around. That shot up and in. Good work. Maddie Danzy gets her first basket. First basket up and in for Danzy, and doubling up. Plainview now is the Lady Rams, or the Lady Rams for that matter. Plainview having trouble scoring in this one. The Lady Rams have not. There's Roz to jump inside and clean things up. She's got 6 on the night. Correction, 7. Here comes pressure again right in front of where we're at, and there's going to be a turnover right near the backboard, able to control that and get out of there with it are the Lady Hornets. Again, we've got boys action coming up after this one. The Hornets and Rams will do business. Count the basket. Foul's going to be whistled on Danzy. She will pick up her first personal foul. So give the basket that time to Aislinn Stanley, and she'll go to the free throw line looking for the and one. Bounces around, no good, and Ducey comes out of there with it. Top of the key, Amaya Courts off to the right of that one. Didn't hit the behind the rim at all. Didn't have a shot when she let go of that one. There's a three that's launched. It's long. Rebound controlled by Laney, and it's tied up underneath the goal, and it will go back over to... They're going to call a foul is what they'll do down there low, and that foul is going to be whistled on Abigail Johnson. And now inside to Roz it goes. She'll spin, but loses that one. Goes back over to Plainview, and that one thrown away. And boy, that'll frustrate you more. Martin was not looking for the basket. Coach LaFauci's telling her, look, you got to communicate out there on the floor. Love the work. We've talked to her a couple of times, Coach LaFauci, when we went down to Cam Sutton's signing last year, and then early this year we went out and did a preview of that boys team early on. Laney Johnson whistled for the foul there. To the near side. Oh, Laney looking to jump the lane, but not anything to do that. I mean, just missed that one. There's Amaya trying to get a steal, but good ball handling by Perkins, able to get that in. Back to the top of the key they go. Three is launched. No good off the hand of Lillian Young, and back out in the open court goes Amaya. She's going to go coast to coast and get that one to fall. .446 remaining here in this one. That shot up and no good in the first half. Back out it goes. Boogie's got this one. Top of the key to Laney. She'll fire away from there. Bangs front iron, no good. Rebound controlled underneath. That one out. And all 4:27 remaining, and that's going to get J.C. Lynn Perkins into the game. Inside it goes to Roz. That shot is up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Count the basket, and Ducey will go to the free throw line to shoot another one. One shot there for the and one, and this is the largest lead of the day for the Lady Rams. They lead it by 12. Looking to add to that margin here. Shot is up, bounces around, no good. Rebound controlled out by Martin, and Martin will get it back in and off and going. It gets back to Perkins. There's Laney jumping in. Laney will steal, and Laney will score. Count the basket, Laney Johnson. Turnovers and steals and points off of turnovers have been there for the Lady Rams tonight. There's another one right on cue, and Laney is just playing beyond herself tonight in this one. Jumps into the passing lane the last two trips down the floor and able to finish it off. Now she's on Perkins off to the right side, going to be whistled for the foul, and that may be her third personal foul. That's going to be 2 free throws. And we'll send Carly Perkins to the line, and quickly Mackenzie Lansdale will get up and swap spots with Lainey Johnson here. The freshman get in there and give Lainey a breather until the half. Also, Wiggins checking back in. So Danzy will come off, Johnson comes off, Lansdale and Wiggins back in. (26-10). Free throw bounces around, no good. Roz able to pull that one down. Ducey going to go coast to coast, and boy, the Lady Rams have found something in the transition game. No more setting and getting into that half-court offense. Wiggins now will try her hand at it. Unable to get that to fall. Ducey there to clean up. Bounces around, no good. Gets her own rebound. That one goes off the front iron, and a held ball is going to be whistled. Just tripod issues and all of it, and that's what it looks like our problem is going to be. We'll have that corrected at halftime for you. Go out to the supply truck and get that done. We apologize for this. Basket up there, and it is good, or no good. Rolling around. 2:54 remaining here in the first half. Inside to Roz it goes. She dumps that one off. Boogie rolls that one out. Roz there with another rebound, and you see why. She is averaging the double-double that she is. She really loads up on rebounds. Like I said, we'll get that tripod straightened out and have that ready to go for you here in about 3 minutes. May have to hang on to it a little bit or something onto that tripod. Well, that's just a really good job by Carly Perkins to go in and get that one. That's the first bucket in a while for these Lady Hornets as Oak Hill had opened up an 18-point lead. Stops, pops, courts, gets the basket to fall. Putting up big numbers tonight are these Lady Rams. Shot from the far side up, and it is no good. Long three doesn't fall. Rebound put back there is Ducey. We'll keep up with the clock here. That's going to get some subs checking in to this one. Number 32 is Corey Jordan checking into the game. See who else is in there. 23 is there. That's Claylee Carpenter. Claylee Carpenter into the ball game now. Still doing good work. There's a shot from the top of the key. Bangs back iron, no good. Jordan able to pull that one down. Corey did a good job just checking into the game to go in there and get that one. You're right. It's 32-12 in this one. That one is kicked over to Jordan. We'll see if she tries to go inside. She does. Unable to hang on to that one and jumping down and tying things up. And it will. They're going to whistle Jordan actually with the hole. That'll be her first personal foul. 1:03 remaining here in the first half. They are. That was the fifth team foul, so they'll go and Plainview will shoot a pair of free throws. This is Abigail Johnson that will go to the free throw line. Halftime break coming up here momentarily. We'll take it with them in 63 or so seconds. Bounces around and gets out of there. No good. Checking in for the first time tonight is Jane Cowley. First time that we've seen Cowley get into the game. She comes in here with 1:03 remaining. Second free throw, same result, no good. And that one rolls around. That one's going to be off of Cowley and will go out of bounds. Actually, it is off of Plainview. So Cowley didn't touch it before it went out of bounds. Get the ball inside to Wiggins, and boy, she is a pistol when she's out there. Wiggins spins it around. She moves very fast with the basketball. She's going to be good when just a 7th grader. Keep an eye out on that young lady. There's a steal inside by Carpenter, unable to continue that. 36 and 35 seconds on the clock. Outside they go from the corner. That one no good. Rebound, team offensive rebound. That will stay with Plainview here with 26 seconds remaining in the first half. It's been all Oak Hill in this one. That basket is up and good. Count that one. 32-14. Quick shot fired up. No good. Off the hands of Michaela Rachel. Carpenter tries her hand. No luck with it there. The final 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Halftime coming. Shot is up. Would count it if it goes. It was off the mark and didn't. And we have reached halftime here. We'll take a break. We'll be back with you. We'll switch the camera around and try to get this thing, the kinks of it, worked out. We're going to leave it on to let you watch there, and then we'll go to halftime. Hang on, let me see what is it on? Had to change my. And we are back here getting ready to do this. We got Coach Nate McGee is going to join us momentarily once we make sure that our stream is back up and going. We'll make sure and get that going. Had some halftime catastrophes. That shot is up. We'll keep you audio-wise going so that we can have the recording put up. But, yeah, that made a big difference on our camera without a doubt. action is looking good there. We just want to make sure that it's back out with you guys. 32-14 is the score here in this one. We saw just a great run from the Lady Rams here. And so it looks like that is back up and going. Let's get us into the third and make sure that that catches what it needs to. And we are in fact back, and we're joined by Coach Nate McGee of the Rams, the head coach there. You can hear us, Coach?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, got you loud and clear. So, Coach, welcome, first of all. Exciting game in this one. The Lady Rams taking care of business.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for coming out. I know it's been a long season for you guys. So we're definitely grateful that y'all pulled up to the hill tonight.
And look, we wanted to make sure that we got out here. There's no doubt about that. And I think we have our stream and everything going again. So I'm content with where we're at. But glad to be back out here. And look, one thing that doesn't change, Coach, is the crowd and the enthusiasm that's on the hill when you get in here. What is it about that makes this place so special?
These people out here love basketball. They love the Lady Rams. They love the Oak Hill Rams, and they come to support. And this is a local matchup. Plainview is not too far down the highway, so hopefully they traveled well, and the people know that at Oak Hill versus Plainview, they got to show up for it.
Coach, the boys have been playing well this year, and we'll get a chance to see them momentarily. There's another steal by Laney, and she's loading up on those. That is inside to Maya Courts. And, Coach, the names are different on this. Jump back over to the girls, and we'll talk about the boys in a moment.
No, you're good.
The names have changed, but I'm telling you, the pressure, the growth, all of that has not.
Nope. She keeps a good program. These girls are disciplined, and they know for sure. Oh, sorry. They know for sure that it's a grind, and they grind on defense for sure.
Look, we're seeing, and what's so cool about a school like Oak Hill that has the junior high on campus, there's Laney Johnson. Again, Laney is just having a masterful game tonight.
Yeah, she's doing good.
You see a seventh grader like Emma Wiggins that's out there that's contributing and getting good minutes. You've seen Laney Johnson's. You've seen those that have come up through that have been that younger age. Yeah. And they just, it's such a tradition of basketball out here at Oak Hill.
It is. These girls grind. Like I said, they grind. And we are able to get them when they're starting fifth grade with junior high basketball. And if they get, good enough in seventh grade, eighth grade, they try for the varsity team, and sometimes they are good enough to get there. And then when they get there, they get the minutes, and they're growing, and that's how you start a program out here.
What a run it has been to start off this third quarter play. And there's Boogie jumping into the lane, and we'll go to the basket. And this is one of those that Coach LaFauci going to get a timeout, and we'll keep it here with it. Now that we're not cutting out, now that we're finally back up and going, we're doing this and wholesale substitutions on there, Coach. But even the little dribblers program that they start so early on is a testament to that proud tradition that's out here. Because you saw the stands tonight filling up during that JV game.
Yeah, they were already showing up. They know, like I told you, this is a big matchup. They showed up. And I love the little dribblers program. Miss Jenna Ducey, Casey West's sister, does a great job with running that. And all the coaches are committed to, doing little things here and there that, can prepare them for when they get to us. And we can't be more thankful and grateful for that program. And they get to play on our goals. They get to play on,
that's right,
in this gym, in this atmosphere, and that type of stuff when they get to play at home. And I think it definitely builds something good for schools like this, Class B's, Class C's. You
grow up wanting to be a Lady Ram or a Ram when you're out here.
Yes,
Let's talk about some of those Rams that are doing big work on there. Of course, The good ones are doing it. Ty and Tucker.
Yes, sir.
I think Tucker came off of a 24-point game against Maryville.
Yep, 24 points on Tuesday. He shot it well. We played really good defense that night, and I think a lot of things came his way. They tried to throw a lot of different defenses at us, but when you got those twins, they're running and gunning. Todd Goodwin was
basket is there. Yep.
First place Class B 100-meter dash this past year. So when you got those dudes that can run and gun, it's hard to keep up with them. So you got a lot of these coaches try to do anything and everything they can.
We saw a young man as a freshman last year that is leading the way in scoring this year in Boone, and he continues to shoot lights out from downtown. I see 28 made threes this season.
He is he's hidden. He has his days. We all have our days, us as a team. But for sure, he's stepped up in a big way his sophomore year, and I can't, he's put in a lot of work outside of what we do every single day, and it's starting to show off this year. Who's
been the biggest surprise to you this year that you didn't have penciled in as a guy that was going to contribute, but is?
My big guy, number one, Kobe Gassett. He has shown up in ways this year. Growing up, he's another sophomore.
Controls the boards for you. He's leading your team in rebounding, I believe.
And that's the biggest thing for me. I sat him down and I let him know, hey, it's sophomore year, but guess what? You're our biggest guy now. And I know you didn't play a lot last year, but this year you got to step up, and it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of work, but I know that you can do it. You can get that 10 and 10 if you need it to. You can get especially at least 8 rebounds for us a game, and he's done that so far.
Look, and that's how big it is to have a big underneath there that's able to do that. And Gassett certainly has been able to provide that spark. McMicken doing a great job again.
Yes, sir.
Count the basket and going to go to the free throw line, and that's this is going to be an important one because this could get it into that territory that the clock doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my lefty, McMicken has shown up good too this year. His senior year, they all really want it. Those seniors really want it. I got another group of 5 this year. Last year I had a group of 5. This year I got another senior group of 5, and they put in a lot of work. And Kobe and Wesley have been big in the paint for us this year too.
That bucket up and good by Claylee Carpenter. She able to get her first basket of the night, and that puts it into that spot. It's over 35 now, so the clock will not stop except for a timeout or to change the quarter on there. So it'll run down pretty quickly in this one. And Coach, it's kind of a get right game for them because I've not seen them come out and play this aggressively and be able to convert on so many fast break points.
Oh yeah, they finished well. Seems like I haven't got to watch much, but it looks like they're just controlling the game by playing really good defense, getting steals, and making those layups in the paint when it counts.
As you're getting more comfortable here, and it was a new job. This is what, year 3 for you?
This is year 2 for the Heel. Year 3 head coaching total.
Right, but year 3 total. So now you're in your second year at Oak Hill, and you're able to. It's not a new system you're teaching these guys. They know what Coach Nate brings. How has that transition been,
dude? It's been such a relieving thing in a way, because you don't have to reteach things. You don't have to go back and repeat yourselves 100 times. So it's been good coming off this year and knowing having a group of guys that were with me last year and they're here again this year, so they know my expectations, they know my system so far, and now it's to the point where it's time to fine tune. You know what I'm saying? So and we're trying to get to that point.
Jane Cowley and Della Lampkin check in for the Lady Rams. And Coach, that's got to make transition practices. That's had to make summer a little bit easier. That had to make just everything a little bit easier for you.
It definitely did. It made it a lot easier. A lot of the things that I did this past year, I'm doing again. With obviously, like I said, with some fine tuning, a little bit of switching of this and that. But like when you come off a year like last year, I had a couple of bigger guys, we're a little wider. This year we're a little skinnier, a little shorter, so we're other than that, it's been the same, but trying to get them to play a little faster this year with what we got. We got that speed, we got that shooting, so we're trying to work with that more this year.
Well, the folks are definitely in for a treat tonight. This should certainly be a good one. We expect we expect it to be a solid ball game, Coach, and good luck to you, and y'all go out there and get them tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Plainview's a really good team, so we'll see what we can do with them for sure.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be a good one in here in front of a great crowd. Coach Nate McGee joining us here. Coach, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Back to action we go. Always great to visit with Coach Nate. Just doing great things here on the Hill. And certainly delighted to have him with us any time that we can. Have to share that stream over. I understand it is not up on Facebook. We'll make sure that it gets up and gets over there. Not a bit or not a lack of hustle at all from these young ladies, even with the score what it is. We're going to visit between games. That one at the buzzer would have counted if it went. It didn't, and we are into the fourth. Be right back. You're watching the NDI Game of the Week on 446 Sports. Back for the fourth period of play. This one will last a little over 8 minutes is all that it's going to last as the clock will be running in this one. 53-14. It's been all Lady Rams in this one. They came out with a very explosive third period. That one bounces around and will be controlled. We appreciate Coach Nate McGee stepping up here and visiting with us. Again, we will talk to head coach Casey West. She'll visit with us. Errant shot there up and no good, but Boogie there to clean things up. Starters out there just to get a quick link into it here in the fourth. There's a turnover there. Quartz is going to get it back to Boogie, and she'll go back-to-back baskets. And the press still on, working on these things, and just been a tough start to this. There's a turnover again as the pressure continues by the Lady Rams. Look like there's some wholesale changes coming in from the side and just getting the starters some work into the fourth. About a minute now, they'll come back out. You'll see Jordan back in. Let's see who else we have going back in there. Carpenter is going to make her way back in. Out front it goes to Quartz. That basket is up and it's good. Lansdale will come back in. Emma Wiggins will make her way back in, and we'll see. Looks like that's the five that'll make their way back in. Basket up, and it's good. Foul whistle there. And it's also 22, Michaela Raschel, that checks in. Those of you that were watching it on our Facebook, that feed is back up over there. The YouTube certainly the spot to watch it. That gives us our least amount of grief. Don't forget, this feed will stop at the boys' game. We'll crank back up. Game was scheduled for 6:30-ish. Basket up, and it's good. 63 now, 16. In a game that has certainly been all Oak Hill from the get-go. It's been pressure. It's been turnovers just like that. There goes Carpenter. She's going to stop and put that up, and it's good. Claylee Carpenter, the 7th grader, gets the basket here. And basket no good. The shot there, rebound controlled out, and back the other way goes Wiggins. That shot is up. It rolls around, and it's good. And mercifully, folks just let those 2 points go away without much notice on them, and we'll take that anytime. Maybe that's run its course. Again, we'll visit with Coach Casey West prior to the boys' game getting going. Give her a moment to get with her team. So it may be halftime of the boys' game that we get to visit with her. There's a shot off the left side. No good. That was up from Rochelle. Michaela Rochelle had a shot at it. Now they'll feed it back up. Lansdale from the corner or from the wing. She already has a 3 on the day. This time she drives to the basket and gets that one to fall. Long range 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Plainview, so they'll have a second attempt at it. And a foul is going to be whistled on Michaela Rochelle. Michaela Rochelle whistled for that, and that will get number 2, J.C. Lynn Perkins, up and into the game as we roll under 4 minutes. 4 minutes remaining in this one. Final 3 minutes of this one, this NDI game of the week for all of your heating and cooling needs. Check out Noah Does It LLC. Need some help with your HVAC? I know a guy. NDI LLC. Maintenance is the key to long life. That basket up, and it is good. And now 73-16. Shot up there and rebound controlled out by Carpenter. She's able to pull that board, and she's going to get whistled. Nope, they'll call it a brief stoppage just to get the subs in, and that is Jane Cowley making her way back in, as well as Della Lampkin. So Lampkin and Cowley once again into the game. Lansdale misses everything with it and able to track that down as Lampkin. So give rebound to Della Lampkin. That shot up and no good. Final 2:30. Near travel, but whistles aren't going to be blown much in this one. You've got to very, very much do something to get a whistle. There's a 3 that's launched off mark. Rebound controlled, and it's given out to Cowley. Cowley will bring it into the front court and get it back over to Carpenter. Carpenter kicks it outside to Lansdale, who will go to the basket, and that one gets away from her. So going back the other way with it is J.C. Lynn. I want to thank the folks here at Oak Hill, of course. Had a Ram sandwich prior to the start of this game. That is their pulled pork sandwich. Stayed away from the Ram Bam fries this time, which is fries with cheese and pulled pork and jalapenos on top of it. And man, I'm telling you, that's a treat. Come out here and get the Ram Bam fries. Minute 27 to go here in this one. Held ball. It will go to Plainview. Clock continues to spin under a minute 15 remaining here. Minute 10 and 9 and counting So a couple of trips back down the floor, and that is going to do it for this one tonight. Go to the free throw line and shoot 2 free throws, but the clock, again, we told you, will continue. Lady Rams will pick up the win tonight in easy fashion. They will go to 6-10, I believe, on the season, but playing some of their best ball right now. It's great to see the work of all of these young ladies. Again, we expect we will get to visit with Coach Casey West. Lane violation was whistled. They whistled that offensively. That was on Aislinn Stanley, and 12 and 11 and 10 to go in this one. 75-19, unless this one is made, is going to be your final score. 3 and 2 and 1, and that is your ball game. Count it if it goes. It doesn't, and that's the ball game. We are final here in this one. It was all Lady Rams. That's going to end this broadcast so we can get the other one set up for you. It's been our pleasure bringing you the action here from Oak Hill. Oak Hill Lady Rams win this one in big fashion, 75-19. Boys, coming up right after this,